Hey guys! So, this is the May TBR. I'm really excited about it because if you don't know, I didn't read any books other than the Bible in April, so I will have that wrapped up later on, probably next week. But yeah, I'm really excited to get back into doing some reading. And I've picked out, so I guess I should preface this by saying last year I started a little tradition that I'm continuing on this year. I don't know how long I'll be able to do this, but potentially long term, and that is childhood reads. Now, there will come a point where I have read everything from my own childhood, but after that I think it would just be like middle grade children's books. So anyway, the books that I have chosen for the stack that I want to attempt to get through in the month of May. So let's chat about the books that I read as a child slash teenager and that I want to reread in May. The first one is A Voice in the Wind by Francine Rivers. I'm really excited to reread this trilogy. I read it, I think I only read the first two back when I was in high school, so it has been a hot minute, but I'm really excited to get back into this. So I'm gonna look forward to that one. And then I have She Said Yes by Misty Bernal. This one follows the mom of one of the victims, Cassie, of the Columbine school shooting that happened many years ago. I don't even remember which year that was, but I read this in high school and it really impacted me and it stuck with me all these years, so I want to reread it. The next one is really exciting. I am going to be starting The Hobbit again. So our teacher read this to us as a class in grade 9, I believe, and then I reread it again like 3 years ago, I want to say, and this is what really jump-started my love of reading again. So I'm so excited to get back into this, and I've got like a good Tolkien collection happening, so now once I finish The Return of the King, I can continue on with like the Silmarillion. I've got a whole bunch of other ones that are part of the Tolkien world, Middle Earth, I guess. So really excited to get into this one. Okay, this one I found at the thrift store, African Skies by Karen Rispin. I had not thought about this book since I read it back when I was like, I don't know, 15. When I saw this cover, it was like, oh, it just all came back, not all came back, but it came back to me that I have read this one and I feel like I really enjoyed it. I don't remember anything about it, but the cover just like hit me. So I'm really excited to read this one to see if I still like it. I don't know. It's been like, how many decades since I read it last? I'm really excited to read this one, Pamela by Judy Baer. I remember reading this one in high school as well and loving it, and I can't believe I found this at the thrift store probably a year ago, and I'm really looking forward to rereading this one. Okay, so Jean Valjean. So I read this one as required reading in high school, and it's always been one that I've remembered throughout the years. And then this past winter, my husband and I watched the Les Miserables TV mini series, and it was really good, but I had no idea, like all this time I had no idea that Jean Valjean and Les Mis, like it's kind of the same book. From what I understand, Les Mis is the book, Jean Valjean is like the condensed version of Les Mis. So I don't know if that's entirely true, but that's what I've gathered from the internet. I do want to read Les Mis at some point, but I have Jean Valjean in this really cool edition, so I think I want to try this one. And then I found Dick Tracy at the thrift store as well. I did not read this one and I don't know anything about it. However, the cover art and design and everything, we had a Dick Tracy Nintendo game when I was really young, and I remember playing that game, and so for that reason it's tied into my childhood, so I'm kind of looking forward to reading Dick Tracy. Okay, so those are like my, I don't know, teenage years reading. And then I've got a stack here that's for a little bit younger reading, so let's just quickly go through those. I've got Little Bear's Friend. I remember watching Little Bear on TV so often, so yeah, I'm looking forward to reading. And it's just like super simple, but because it's tied in with the TV show, that's gonna get very awkward. And then Before You Tuck Me In by William L. Coleman. My family had a book from this author in this, like, I don't know, series, I guess, growing up. And so when I saw like another one from the series, which I didn't even know was a series, when I saw this one, I picked it up from the thrift store and I want to give it a try as well. Then I've picked up some Jacob Tutu because I remember reading Jacob Tutu as a kid. And then there's a few that I had in my stack last year that I didn't get to. So that is Stardust by Elaine Ferguson. The Codebreaker Kids. I'm really excited to read this one. And as well as Tangles. Yeah, these are all ones that these are copies from my kid years. So looking forward to getting to those, as well as The Indian in the Cupboard. I feel like I remember reading this one in elementary school, and I really want to watch the movie, so I want to read the book first. So that one's in there as well. And then we read The Chrysalids in grade 8, I want to say. So there's that one. And then Whatever Happened to Janie, which is the sequel to The Face on the Milk Carton, which I read in high school. And I read The Face on the Milk Carton last year. And then A Dog Called Kitty by Bill Wallace. I feel like I remember Bill Wallace having such a role in me reading his books. However, I can't figure out which were the books of his that I read. So we're just gonna go with this one. This one I think is one of his more famous ones, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, so those three are also in the mix. And then we have picture books. So we're gonna start with Something from Nothing from Phoebe Gilman. I remember this one. And then You Are Special by Max Lucado. I don't know if I remember that one from like older years because I don't know when it was released. Let's have a look. 97. So I would have been like 10. The Get Along Gang and the Tattletale. This one I found at the thrift store, but we did read this one as a kid. I've got a couple of Robert Munsch, I believe. Okay, we've got two Robert Munsch, A Promise is a Promise. This one, the visuals, like that, the illustrations, are so seared into my brain. I think because they were kind of scary as a kid, like, looks a little bit eerie. So this one, and then Pigs. So Robert Munsch was a big author when I was a kid. The True Story of the Three Little Pigs. This one, I don't have any specific memories of it, but something about it rings a bell. So I'm gonna try that one. And, okay, The Meat Eaters Arrive. Like, I had not thought about this since I was a child. And when I saw the cover, I was like, oh, I remember this book. You know that feeling? That's what I got when I looked at this one and this one, A Crow Named Joe. Like, both of these books gave me that, oh, I know this book. You know, like that nostalgic, like, waking up a memory that you hadn't thought of in decades. It was really cool. So I'm very much looking forward to those. I'm going to try Caramba because it is by the same author, Marie-Louise Gay, as my favorite book of all time, which is Rainy Day Magic. So this is one of hers as well, so I want to read this one. So The Teacher from the Black Lagoon was part of my childhood, and I read that last year. So I'm going to be reading The Dentist from the Black Lagoon this year. We also have The Paper Bag Princess. Oh, this is another one by Robert Munsch. Okay, looking forward to getting back to that one. Oh yeah, this is another one that was like Pinky and Rex and the Mean Old Witch. Like, I feel like I read a lot of Pinky and Rex. Like, the illustration looks familiar, the names of the kids sound familiar, so I'm looking forward to getting into that one. Then we also have a Berenstain Bears, Stan and Jan Berenstain. So I try, when I go to the thrift store and I see like Berenstain Bears or whatever, I try to get the ones that are actually vintage and not like the newly released versions of them. So yes, I got that one. Then I have two from Mercer Mayer, Just Go to Bed and Just For You. These ones were also, any Mercer Mayer was like super popular when I was a kid. And then the last one, Let's Talk About Being Destructive. So these hardback Let's Talk About books, there's a whole bunch in this kind of a series. I remember these books in our church library, and I would get these like almost every week because I just loved getting books from the church library. There are a few other ones that I remember getting from the church library, but that I haven't ever seen anywhere. So it would be really cool if I could stumble upon some of those at the thrift store too. But yeah, this is what May is gonna look like. I'm so excited. I'm trying to like brainstorm different childhood videos I can do because I feel like I did a whole bunch last year already. So I'm like, what should I do this year? So let me know if you have any ideas on like childhood vlogs that I could show you guys. That would be really fun. But yeah, I do plan on at least putting out one childhood video a week in the month of May. So yeah, look forward to that. I'm very excited to get back into reading. Let me know what your May reading plans are, and thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!